for joining me again today. Today we are going to be working on our digestive system again. My name is Erin and this is Valley, and welcome to your practice. So we're going to start off with a little bit of breathing. So you can sit up tall with the top of your head towards the ceiling. You can close your eyes and just feel that you've really landed here on your mat. And to help to calm the breath, we're going to just close our right nostril, just with our pointer finger, and just breathe through the left nostril for a little bit. In and out at your own pace. And take the breath all the way down to your belly so it balloons on the inhale and softens on the exhale. Slow, mindful breathing. You can release your right hand down, take your left hand, close your left nostril with your pointer finger and inhale. In and out through the right nostril. And you can release both hands down to your knees now. And have your hands on top of your knees, palms facing down, just to help to calm the nervous system. And then we're going to slowly come into a child's pose. So you can come over onto your hands and knees. Just going to grab a blanket here. You can have blocks if you need. So come onto your hands and knees. And then sit back onto the heels. If that is not possible or accessible right now, you can put a blanket or a towel there, or you can use a block. So do what works for you. For me, I don't like anything underneath, and then just allow first of all, open your knees wide, and then allow yourself to just melt down onto the mat. If your head doesn't reach all the way down, then you can bring a block to help to bring the floor up to meet you. Through silence and stillness, I find inner peace. Through silence and stillness, I find inner peace. And allow the belly to be soft here. Take long, deep inhales. And just melt yourself down a little bit deeper into the mat. Through silence and stillness, I find inner peace. Through silence and stillness, I find inner peace. You can slowly bring yourself back up onto your seat. Come to one side, and then we're going to come into seated butterfly. You want to try and bring the groin area as close to your heels as possible. Have the soles of the feet together. If your knees are floating, might feel good to have a block underneath them. Like this, might feel nice to have blocks underneath. Just to support you, and we want the muscles in our tendons here, in our hip flexors to relax. So sit up tall and then fold forward at your own beautiful degree. Every day I become more aligned with my purpose. Every day I become more aligned with my purpose. If you find the blocks are getting in the way now of your stretching, then you can just remove the blocks and then allow yourself to fold down a little bit more. Maybe have a block under your head. Every day I become more aligned with my purpose. Every day I become more aligned with my purpose. And slowly, slowly push yourself back up to a straight spine. You can have your blocks available for you next to the top of your mat. And then let's roll over onto our hands and knees, and we're going to come into dragon pose. So I'm going to give you a few options here. Step your left foot forward. Take your hands onto the inside of your leg. I'll just show you this way. So hands are both inside your leg, and you can drop your knee to the side. Have a block underneath, come to your elbows. If that is not accessible, then you can lay down on your back and just bring your left knee into half saddle. So that's another option for you. You do what works for your body. I'm going to go back to dragon like this. Like I said, you can always use blocks to support you where you're at in your journey. I have faith in the innate goodness of people. I have faith in the innate goodness of people. Remembering to focus on your breath, long, deep inhales. I have faith in the innate goodness of people. If you're up on your knees like this, slide your shoulder blades away from your ears. And long, deep inhales all the way down to the belly. If at any time you get tired or the stretch is too much, then just back out a little bit, take a breath or two, and then come back into the pose. I have faith in the innate goodness of people. I have faith in the innate goodness of people. You can slowly, slowly come out of that. If you're on your back, you can just take both feet flat to the mat and just windshield wiper your legs from side to side. If you're on your knees, then you can just do some nice big hip rolls. One way, and then the other. So I'll just remind you, if you're working on your back, this time we're going to bring our right knee in. If you can't hold onto your foot, you can just hold on behind your knee. If you can hold onto your foot, that's great. You want to try and bring your knee close to the floor as possible. If you can't reach your foot, just hold on behind your knee. Have the sole of the foot facing towards the ceiling. The other option is this. You're going to step forward with your right foot, take both hands onto the inside of your leg and sit up tall first of all, and then when you're ready you can settle down onto your elbows. I have healthy boundaries in all areas of my life. I have healthy boundaries in all areas of my life. I have healthy boundaries in all areas of my life. Remembering to focus on your breath. If your breath is a bit short, then means you've gone too far into the pose, and I ask you just to back out a little bit and get into a place where you're comfortable to have long, deep inhales. I have healthy boundaries in all areas of my life. And slowly, slowly come out of that pose. If you're on your back, take both feet flat to the mat and just windshield wiper your legs from side to side. And if you're on your knees like I am, just roll out your hips one way and then the other. If you're on your back, I'm asking you to roll over onto your tummy. We're going to come into a Sphinx pose now. So Sphinx pose, where shoulders are directly over your elbows, your hands are straight, your arms are straight out from your elbows, and you can spread your fingers wide, and you can have your head looking forward, drop it down, and have it supported by a block if you like. Do whatever feels good for your body. I am grounded in the present moment. I am grounded in the present moment. If this is, there's pinching in the lower back during Sphinx, then you can just take your hands down, stack them on top of each other, and allow your forehead to relax down onto your stacked hands. But if this is good for you, then stay here. Slide your shoulder blades away from your ears. I am grounded in the present moment. I am grounded in the present moment. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bend your knees, take the soles of your feet together, but if there's any pinching in the lower back, then just stay with your legs straight. I am grounded in the present moment. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can straighten your arms, walk your hands in a little bit, and come up into a seal pose. I am grounded in the present moment. And slowly straighten your legs. Bend your arms, stack one hand on top of each other, and allow the forehead to come down onto your stacked hands. And just breathe. We're going to go over into reclined twist now. So you can turn all the way over onto your back, bend both knees, have the soles of the feet on the mat. You can extend your arms out at a T if you like, or a cactus your arms. Take your hips a little bit over towards the left first of all, and drop your knees drop your knees the opposite way. And you can look over your extended arm, or if it's cactus, look over that way. Whichever works for you. Our affirmation here is I am calm my nervous system by taking deep breaths. I calm my nervous system by taking deep breaths. I calm my nervous system by taking deep breaths. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take your top leg, wind it over the bottom. If you need blocks to support your knees, then please use them. You want to make sure, if you've crossed your legs, you want to make sure both shoulders are staying flat to the mat. So don't push yourself too far in the beginning, because there's plenty of time for our body to open up slowly. I calm my nervous system by taking deep breaths. calm my nervous system by taking deep breaths. If your legs are crossed, you can uncross them. Take your feet mat width apart and then just drop your knees very slowly and mindfully from one side to the other. And then maybe you want to rock your head the opposite way of your knees. Slowly, slowly back and forth. When your knees are at towards the ceiling again, heel toe your feet together and your knees together. Scoot your hips over to the other side and drop your knees the other way. Now you can look over your extended arms. I move my body because I enjoy the vitality it brings. I move my body because I enjoy the vitality it brings. I move my body because I enjoy the vitality it brings. And slowly, slowly bring your knees back up to center. Take your feet mat width apart and drop your knees from side to side. Rock your head from side to side. Then straighten your legs long on the mat. Take your feet to the left corner of the mat and your shoulders to the left corner of the mat. Take your arms up overhead, but make sure they either reach the ground or you've got a block to support them. And if you want to cross your right ankle over your left, we're in a banana shape now. Getting a lovely side body stretch. My intuition is always guiding me. My intuition is always guiding me. My intuition is always guiding me. Should we be feeling a lovely side body stretch? My intuition is always guiding me. Let's uncross our ankles. Take your arms back down by your side. Bring yourself back into the center of the mat. And just maybe notice how open the one side already feels compared to the other. And then we're going to take our feet over to the right corner of the mat and our shoulders to the right corner of the mat. We're going to extend our arms up overhead. You can hold onto your elbows or have your arms straight, and you can take your left ankle onto your right. I am aligned with my higher purpose. I am aligned with my higher purpose. Long, deep inhales. I am aligned with my higher purpose. And you can take your arms back down by your side, uncross your ankles, bend both knees, rock your knees from side to side very slowly and mindfully. Let's then bring our knees in, hug them towards your chest. You can hold them behind the back of the knees if you like, or onto the soles of your feet. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Be in stillness or rock a little bit from side to side in happy baby. Have a smile on your face. You've completed another session. Well done to you. And let's go into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So close your eyes, take up as much space on your mat as you like. You may want to take a blanket to cover you. You want to get comfortable and fully relax. You can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes now. Bring some movement into your wrists and your ankles. Take the feet together, stretch your body long. Then roll over to one side, cradle your head with your bent arm. And slowly make your way back up into an easy seated position, or into lotus or half lotus. Sit up tall, your eyes can still be closed. Then take your hands, interlace your fingers, bring your hands down, open palmed onto your chest with your thumbs facing up. And just notice how your breath moves through your body. Thank yourself for taking time to nourish your gorgeous body. And reset your mind and your soul. And then let's take our hands back up overhead into a prayer position through your third eye, to your lips and to your heart. The inner light in me bows and honors to the inner light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Mwah.